Fire.
Yeah, the lowest temperature at which substance easily catches fire, it is known as ignition temperature. Then here, Surya Dev, can you hear me?
Ma'am.
Okay. What do you mean by inflammable substance? Yeah. Inflammable substance. What about its ignition temperature? High or low?
Ma'am, inflammable substance are the substance which have very low ignition
Yeah,
temperature.
very low ignition temperature and they easily catches fire, right? Then Adigesh, give some examples for inflammable substances.
Petrol,
Yeah, petrol.
kerosene oil,
Yeah, kerosene.
diesel,
Diesel.
alcohol,
Yeah, very good. So these all are examples for inflammable substances. Then what's the role of, okay, how can we prevent fire? Sridev, can you tell me how can we prevent fire?
You should know the number 101.
Yeah, we should note the number and call them whenever necessary. What's the number of fire service?
101.
Yeah, it's 101. Then next point.
We should pour water.
Yeah, pour water. That helps to,
It helps to cool down the
yeah, cool
combustible
down the
material.
combustible material and slows down this ignition temperature, right? Then what's the role of water vapor?
Water vapor surround the combustible material. It helps in cutting off the supply
Yeah,
of
cutting
air.
off the oxygen supply, right? So that's about combustion. Yeah, then we are going to learn types of combustion, different types of combustion reactions. So before entering into that, all of you switch on your videos. Okay, then we are going to learn types of combustion. Okay, so there is a situation for you. When we bring a burning matchstick or a gas lighter near a gas stove in the kitchen, turn on the knob of the gas stove. What do you observe? Tell me. Bring a burning matchstick or a gas lighter near a gas stove and we switch or turn on the knob of the gas stove. What happens?
It gets fire.
Hmm?
And
Yeah.
everything is
Fire.
smell.
Yeah, it starts to fire or burn, right? So, such type of combustion, it's known as rapid combustion. The gas burns rapidly and produces heat and light. Such combustion is known as rapid combustion. So, that's the first type of combustion, rapid combustion. What do you mean by rapid? Rapid means?
Fast.
Yeah, fast or sudden, right? So in this case of rapid combustion, the gas burns rapidly and produces heat and light. Such combustion is known as rapid combustion. And another example for this rapid combustion, substances like phosphorus that we discussed in the chapter 4, right? Phosphorus, it easily burns in air. And where did we store this type of materials?
Water.
Yeah, very good. It's stored in water to prevent fire, right? So the substances like phosphorus, which burns in air at room temperature. Okay. So example for this rapid combustion, that is burning of phosphorus in air. Isha, can you read this rapid combustion?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
The gas burns rapidly and produces heat and light. Such combustion is known as rapid combustion.
Okay.
There are substances like phosphorus which can burn in air at room temperature.
So that's about rapid combustion. Is this clear? So the example for this rapid combustion, burning of phosphorus. Okay. Then the next one, spontaneous combustion. Spontaneous combustion. That is the type of combustion in which a material suddenly bursts into flames without the application of any apparent cause. The type of combustion in which a material suddenly bursts into flames without the application of any apparent cause. That is called spontaneous combustion. In the case of rapid combustion, when it comes into contact with air, this gas burns rapidly and produces heat and light, right? But in this case of spontaneous combustion, the material suddenly bursts into flames without the application of any apparent cause. Okay, without we applying any pressure, any heat or light, this type of combustion occurs. That is, material suddenly bursts into flames. In the case of this rapid combustion, it produces heat and light. But in the case of spontaneous combustion, it will burst into flames without any application of, or without the application of any apparent cause. It is called spontaneous combustion. So, which are the two types of combustion that we learned? First one,
Rapid.
yeah, rapid combustion, and the next one,
Spontaneous combustion.
spontaneous combustion. Okay. Then page number 70 in your textbook. Page number 70. Irene Maria. Irene Maria.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you read this yellow box in page number 70?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, top of that page.
Spontaneous combustion of coal dust has resulted in many disastrous fire in coal mines. Spontaneous forest fires are sometimes due to the heat of sun or due to lightning strike. However, most forest fires are due to the carelessness of human beings. It is important to remember that the campfires must be completely extinguished before leaving a forest after a picnic or a visit.
Okay. So the spontaneous combustion, we learned spontaneous combustion. It is produced into flames without the application of any apparent cause, right? Here, it's an example for the spontaneous combustion. That is some disastrous fires that happens in coal mines. I told you that this coal is mined from the underground of the earth, right? There are certain spontaneous combustion of coal. It occurs. It's an example for spontaneous combustion. Okay. So spontaneous combustion of coal dust has resulted in many disastrous fires in coal mines. So these fires in coal mines, it's an example for spontaneous combustion. And next one, in the case of forest fires, there are different reasons for the forest fires occur. First reason, due to the overheating of sun. Okay, that's a natural phenomena. Due to the overheating of sun, sometimes this forest is fired. Then next one, lightning. Due to heavy lightning, here also this forest fire occurs. Then the third reason, that is due to the carelessness of human beings. What is that? Carelessness of human beings.
Accidental fire.
Yeah, Lakshmi?
From industry and all.
Yeah, due to some industry, but all the human beings, we went to forest for certain trips and something like that, and we made campfires or like that, right? And we forgot to extinguish such type of forest fires, and it finally led to forest fires. Okay, so due to major three reasons. First one, due to the overheating of sun and lightning. That's all natural process. We cannot able to control it. But third one, it is due to the carelessness of human beings. So it is important to remember that the campfires must be completely extinguished before leaving a forest after a picnic or a visit. Okay? Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. We should remember to extinguish such campfires when we leave from forest. Is it for a, sometimes for a picnic or camp, something like that. We should make such type of campfires. But you should remember to extinguish this type of forest fires, this type of campfires before leaving the forest. Otherwise, it will lead to forest fires. Clear?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
we already learned two types of combustion, rapid combustion and spontaneous combustion. Then there is one more that is more familiar for all of you, that we all seen in the festival grounds. Explosion of crackers, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the third type of combustion and it is known as explosion. Just wait. Yeah. When a cracker is ignited, a sudden reaction takes place with the evolution of heat, light, and sound. A large amount of gas formed in the reaction is liberated. Such a reaction is called explosion. So, when a cracker is ignited, when we ignite the cracker, what happens? A sudden reaction takes place with the evolution of heat, light, and sound. With the evolution of heat, light, and sound, a large amount of gas formed in the reaction is liberated. There is large amount of gas is produced, it is liberated. Such a reaction is called explosion. So explosion is the third type of combustion. First one.
Rapid.
Ma'am,
Yeah, Lakshmi.
what of
Liberation means produced.
okay, ma'am.
Okay. So when a cracker is ignited, a sudden reaction takes place with the evolution of heat, light, and sound. Large amount of gas formed in the reaction is liberated. Liberated, just produced or free. Making free means it produced from there. That's it. Such a reaction is called explosion. Okay, so first one, rapid combustion. Second one,
Spontaneous combustion.
yeah, spontaneous combustion. And the third one,
Explosion.
explosion. Explosion can also take place if pressure is supplied on the cracker. Sometimes it may be due to ignition. When we ignite the cracker, it explodes. And explosion can also take place if pressure is applied on the cracker or pressure is applied on this cracker, it will explode. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So tell me which are the three types of combustion, Ken?
Rapid combustion, spontaneous combustion, explosion.
Explosion. Rapid combustion, spontaneous combustion, third one, explosion. Give one example for a rapid combustion. Tom?
Phosphorus.
Yeah, burning of phosphorus in the presence of air, right? Then give one example for a spontaneous combustion, Vaishnavi. Can't hear. Okay, it's okay, it's okay. Lakshmi CV.
Yes, ma'am. Forest fire.
Yeah, forest fire or the fires in coal mines. These all are examples of the spontaneous combustion. Then give one example for a explosion. I mean,
A firecracker.
yeah, explosion of firecrackers. Clear? So these are the major types of combustion. First one, rapid combustion. Second one, spontaneous combustion. And third one, explosion. Okay, clear? Yeah. Then we are moving to the next session of this chapter. We already completed combustion. Then the next one is flame. Flame. I will show you certain images of flames and try to identify each one. Okay? So, Advaita Murali. Can you identify this one?
Burning of magnesium ribbon.
Very good, very good. Burning of magnesium. Magnesium. Okay. Then Muhammad Salim. Muhammad Salim, yeah.
Yes,
Which
ma'am.
is this one second figure? Flame of?
Yes.
Yeah, gas stove. And third one? Advait Sinoop, third one. Flame of? Advait, can you hear me? Advait? No? Isha?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, third one?
Ma'am, candle flame.
Yeah, flame of candle. Tamanna? Tamanna. Tamanna, can you hear me? No? Fadil? Fadil, fourth one.
Ma'am, kerosene gas.
Yeah, very good. It's kerosene stove. Then Nivedya, fifth one.
Ma'am, coal.
Yeah, charcoal, not coal, charcoal. And fifth one. Anashwara, fifth one. Can you identify this one? That's used in our homes. It's a white substance that evaporates.
Ma'am, camphor.
Yeah, very good. It's camphor. So, the flame of camphor. All of you closely observe these flames. Okay? Do all these flames same in color?
No.
No, right?
No.
Yeah. What's the color of this magnesium flame? Flame of
Blue.
magnesium?
Blue.
Blue or whitish, right? Whitish blue. Then what about the candle? Flame of candle?
Yellow.
Yeah, orange yellow. Then what about the flame of gas stove?
Blue.
Blue.
Yeah, it's also blue shade, right? Then what about the case of charcoal? Is it have any flame?
No.
No.
Glow.
Yeah, only a certain type of glow is there, right? Then there is a table in your textbook, page number 70. Table 6.2. I think all of you observe these flames, right?
Yes.
Then can you identify these materials forms flame or does not form the flame? I already tell you the answer, but you just do it. Finished?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Pooja?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell me. The material candle, is it forms flame or does not form flame? Pooja?
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, the material candle, is it forms flame or not?
Yes,
Ma'am.
Yeah, what's your answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. So candle, it forms flame, right? Then Anashwara, what about magnesium?
Yes.
Yeah, yes, it's also forms flame. Then the third one, camphor. Henin. Henin, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, third one, camphor. Is it forms flame or not?
Ma'am, I can't hear you clearly.
Oh, it's okay, due to network issue. Nadeem? Nadeem? Abid? Abid? Suryadev, can you tell me? Camphor forms flame or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it's also forms flame. So candle, magnesium, camphor, all forms flame. Then what about kerosene stove? Tom, kerosene stove.
Yes.
Yeah, it's also forms flame. And the last one, charcoal. What about charcoal? Advaita Murali?
No.
No. It's the only exception that does not forms flame. All other candle, magnesium, camphor, kerosene stove, all these have flames. In the case of charcoal, it's only a certain glow, right? So it's just an introduction to flame. We can learn its structure. Yeah, then the remaining in the next class. Okay? And about this colors of flame, it's also different according to the substance. Clear? Is this topic
Yes.
clear for you? Different types of combustion and just this flame. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Anybody can tell me which are the 3 types of combustion?
Ma'am.
Rapid combustion.
Ma'am, rapid combustion.
Spontaneous combustion.
Spontaneous combustion and explosion.
Yeah, rapid combustion, spontaneous combustion, and the third one, explosion. These 3 are the 3 types of combustion. Clear? Then inflammable substance. The substance which has lowest ignition temperature and easily catches fire, they are known as inflammable substances. Examples are petrol, diesel, kerosene, LPG, etc. Then ignition temperature, the lowest temperature at which the substance easily catches fire, it is known as ignition temperature. So these all are the major points of this today's class. So all of you read this textbook very well, okay? And I will send you today's notes through the WhatsApp, okay? And I will read the names of the absentees. If you are present, please tell me, okay? Abhiram, are you there? Then Adelio, Alvin, no. Amras, Anjana,
Yes, ma'am.
are you present in the last class?
Ma'am, last class current one.
Okay, fine. Then Benedict. Nandana, Navaneet. Okay, that's it. So all of you learn this portion, study this portion very well for the next class. Okay, if you have any doubt, please may ask in the next class. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, is this clear for everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So thank you all. See you next class. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.